Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke Logan followed Carter Walton's plan. She accepted the Chief Executive Officer position. Making the social media advertisement was parlous because Brooke didn't have a chance to tell Ridge Forrester what she was doing. She texted him moments before Zend Forrester Dominguez began recording live in the superintendent's suite. Brooke's live sluice was given without a script, and she hit the mark, telling social media observers who responded to the Forrester Creations digital alert about the changes made within the company. But Brooke's communication was substantially aimed at Carter. Zend agreed to be his family's operative inside their business. He wanted to quit to stand in solidarity with his uncle, forefather, Eric Forrester, and kinsman, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, but was glad not to do so. He accepted his family's directive to return to work and serve as an information source. Also, when learning about Brooke's stunning decision to become CEO, he was astounded. But Brooke calmed his jitters when telling him that she agreed with his outrage and had a plan. She's going on with Carter's move as part of In Trouble to transfer power back to the Forrester family, occasionally rushing a climax or conclusion. But in this case, observers presumably aren't awaiting Brooke to snappily wangle a power transfer back to Ridge and his family. Rather, the presence of Taylor Hayes at Eric's manse, where Ridge is presently staying, feels purposeful. Brooke frequently happens upon eye-popping scripts, as she lately did when discovering that her son, Hope Logan, and Carter were together. So, it's hardly a stretch to believe Brooke will discover that Ridge isn't just worried with her. Rather, he's prone to seek comfort in Taylor's familiar arms. Assuming that easy protuberance happens, Brooke's time as CEO could extend for a while. Ridge was naturally worried when his stylish friend, Carter, betrayed his trust. He accounted that act by shifting responsibility to Hope for manipulating him, which is hardly true. The below led to Ridge leaving Brooke for a double number of times across the decades. He might have settled down over time if she hadn't stunned him with the live-streamed CEO advertisement. But that digital shock happened, and, as suckers know, Ridge allows himself to make miscalculations when he's exorbitantly emotional. So, he'll see Taylor as a trusted source. Brooke presumably wouldn't be suitable to bear her sincere business plan to him, and this will have the capability to bear her sincere business plan to him. The Forresters are still fuming over Carter Walton's recent preemption, which they believe will end in catastrophe. In the occasion of December 18th, the Forresters expressed their frustrations, averring that Carter is bound to fail. Ridge Forrester indeed called Hope Logan an idiot. Carter's choice to appoint Brooke Logan as CEO could significantly alter the geography. She's the perfect choice to be a game changer. With her expansive experience and fashionability, Brooke is a familiar and reputed name at Forrester Creations. What if Steffi Forrester and Ridge's dubieties about the company's future are lost? Imagine if deals soar and this leadership change leads to remarkable success. What will the Forresters suppose also, and more importantly, will they believe it? Carter plans to give Hope with all the necessary backing and coffers, giving Hope for the future a real occasion to flourish. Carter's ambitious vision for a global empire may carry its share of pitfalls, but it also opens the door to significant prices. With Brooke at the helm, she's poised to ensure that diurnal operations run easily and effectively, and she has the experience to do so. Still, Hope and Brooke manage to form a successful cooperation. If Carter should Forrester Creations flourish under this new leadership, it'll be fascinating to observe how Ridge, Steffi, and Eric Forrester reply. Although they've pledged to stay down from the structure until they can reclaim control, will they ultimately review their position? Carter's ambitious plans could lead Forrester to new heights, potentially paving the way for some negotiations. Is it possible that Steffi, Ridge, and Eric might shift their perspectives and come more open-inclined? The Forresters are bracing for Carter to fail, but that outgrowth isn't guaranteed, especially with Brooke playing a vital part as CEO. Hope Logan is eventually getting her want now that she's back at Forrester Creations and her line is being reinstated. Hope for the future is poised to make a triumphant return, so let's talk about what's ahead. Carter Walton has promised Hope that she'll have all the backing she needs to make her line a success this time around. Hope was trying to scrape by ahead, but now she's got all the necessary coffers to revive Hope for the future and give it a real chance to do big figures. That doesn't inescapably mean it'll work, but at least Hope will know for a fact that she gave it her all. Hope won't have to deal with the pressure of constantly being on the mincing block, so she'll have time to make grand plans and carry them out. Brooke Logan also mentioned the reinstatement of Hope and her line in her recent social media advertisement, so Forrester Creations is going each in. Since Zend Forrester Dominguez is sticking around as the Forresters' inside man, Hope still has her lead developer and can start planning her line's reanimation. Of course, Hope will want to make a huge splash with a fashion show nearly down the line. This plot could crown in an instigative HFTF exercise that serves as the moment of verity. Still, she won't have any defenses to hide behind presently, if Hope fails. Hope will just have to put the new designs out there and hope that they bend well enough to justify everything Carter set in store for her. Naturally, a fashion show could also bring the eventuality for some chaos. We might see some fun twists and turns, especially if Steffi Forrester decides to crash her rival's event. Steffi, Ridge Forrester, and Eric Forrester don't plan on entering the Forrester structure until this preemption drama is resolved, but effects could change if Hope's fashion show gets afoot there. Perhaps Steffi will decide to waltz in just to mess with Hope's head, or maybe Steffi could plan an advertisement to upstage Hope as the new design's debut. Whatever the case, it makes sense that Hope's indeed going to have a fashion show down the road, so it could fluently get derailed ever. Steffi continuing to be a nuisance in Hope's side, so that could lead to shocking news. Hope and Steffi's contest will come with further curveballs, so stay tuned for updates on all the fermentation. Ridge is infrequently right about numerous effects, but there was one thing he was on: he should no way be CEO of Forrester Creations again. It's just not the right fit for him. Ridge proved to himself why he should no way lead his father's company. Ridge flies off the handle. He lets his wrathfulness get the stylish of him. For illustration, he called Hope some unsavory words. This caused his relationship with Brooke to fall piecemeal. Indeed, Kay admits that it was a poor choice of words. Still, he felt that Ridge was in his passions. He was obviously angry with the Forrester Creations preemption. He claimed Hope was to condemn, indeed though his stylish friend betrayed him. The last thing that Forrester needs is another hot-headed leader. The company needs someone predicated and can steer the boat back to safe harbors. Perhaps that person is Brooke. Ridge is a waffler. He doesn't know where his relationship with Brooke is. He couldn't give Eric a direct answer. Yet, he's formally ready to hop into bed with Taylor. Ridge no way says what's on his mind, and that's a terrible particularity to have in a leader. He can't make quick opinions on the spot. That's why he left up most of the work to his son Steffi. He doesn't want to deal with the responsibility. Ridge is at least tone apprehensive enough to know he's not good at the business side of effects. He'd rather concentrate on his first passion, designing. It's what brings him joy and peace. Perhaps fashion design is Ridge's only love besides his children. What are your studies? Was Ridge a good CEO?